Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is officially set to release onto the Nintendo Switch on December 1st later this year. And not only do we have a bunch of brand new monsters and interesting screenshots to go over, we also have the confirmation that some really good callback characters from the Dragon Quest series and previous entries are also gonna be making an appearance as well. And not only will they be treated as characters that you can face off against the game, but eventually monsters that you can recruit to your very own party as well. So I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for the original 4gamer.net article, which goes over pretty much all of brand new details and the screenshots you should be seeing overlaid on the screen right now. All of this information is officially in Japanese, so I'm going to be doing some light translating as I go over pretty much all of the details. Not only do they go over key features that are being added in that simply were not revealed before, which we presume that they're going to be revealing hopefully before the official launch of the game in December, and also a couple of brand new monsters. Not only that, how it is that you can power them up a little bit faster through brand new development routines. So first and foremost, they mentioned that in Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is the demi-human protagonist Sorrow, who is cursed by the ruler of the monster's realm, Naderia, also known as his father, making the youth inescapable and harming any of being by monster blood causing through his veins. So essentially he can harm pretty much anything he crosses path with. To defy his fate, Sorrow becomes a monster wrangler, amassing a sizable monster following during their quest for vengeance. Additionally, he'll make new allies, including the elf Rose and enigmatic Toilen Trouble. So those are just some of the characters that they introduced. But at the same time, you also get confirmation that Zoma from Dragon Quest III is going to be making an appearance. You also get confirmation that fully fleshed characters that they are just simply teasing as of right now from other Dragon Quest games like Jasper the Unbound and Crystalinda from Dragon Quest VI will also be making an appearance as well. So, you know, fans of the Dragon Quest franchise in general are going to have a lot of character callbacks here that simply were not available before. They talk about more than 500 monsters can become friends with the protagonist in this specific title. So we're looking at something like a Pokemon related type of recruitment levels for monsters from across the entire Dragon Quest series, not just recent entries as well. They specifically mention and they talk about the Dragon Quest Commander and some of those big Momonga characters, and even the Disrespector, which is that big eye yellow monster that we have seen appear in other games in the past before. Monsters will become more powerful as you can level them up, and they all have like a grading system from anything along the lines of like G, which is the lowest tier, to S or X. X characters are going to be unique and rare. S characters are going to be extremely powerful. A characters are going to be roughly top tier. B, C, D, E, F, and G all the way to the bottom. So you're definitely going to want to look for X tier characters or monsters, as which you can certainly find, and there, according to the descriptions, they do mention that only the monster's size is going to be bigger. They're going to be called L size monsters, so essentially they're bigger. If they're X, S, or A potentially, they're also going to be potentially different colored as well. So you can have a slime that's like rank G that can be potentially orange, like they show in the screenshots here. Where of course you can have your normal blue slime, which is going to be a C or B tier monster. Then you have silver slimes, black slimes, and different colors as well. They don't the color doesn't always necessarily equate the rank, but it's something that you necessarily keep your eyes peeled on. If you want to once again compare it to kind of Pokemon, you can consider them shinies. They're just a little bit more powerful, and that's why they're a different color. You can gain the advantage in certain battles with race or character specific attacks and different characteristics. Monsters also have multiple special abilities where depending on the race or the type of characterization that they are based with, whether they're flying monsters, ground monsters, rock monsters, plant-like monsters, etc. Those are going to dictate the weaknesses and their power boost and buffs that they get naturally in any one encounter. So once again, you can't escape the Pokemon comparisons, but in similar fashion, fire trumps plant, plant trumps water. Those type of tactics are going to be implemented in this game. They also talk about the Dragon King skill. Some characters are going to be able to gain some unique attacks like Fiercer Flame, Purgatory Flames, Burning Breath, Yami no Hado, BOM, and Girgagel. These are just unique attacks for certain characters, so certainly keeping your eyes peeled on which one of those potential 500 or so monsters that you can recruit and characters are going to have unique attacks. Not all of them will, but maybe a unique version of a monster might, so you definitely want to be able to collect them there. Alongside offensive attacks, you also have recovery attacks as well, some of which are like Berohana, Berohamatsu, Zerotol, and plenty of more. Not only will they raise your health, but some of them might actually end up raising your MP. So if your character is magic based and every one of their skills is based on magic instead of just attacks or just normal health drain or whatever, you might want to keep your eyes peeled on making sure that you're focusing on MP focused teams. The more skills that they learn, those grow stronger. Monsters can have up to 3 separate skills, but distributing unique skills from other monsters into the new monsters as they learn unique possibilities and unique combinations will essentially end up making your monsters a bit more of your own. There is that discussion of a potential online mode. I don't necessarily know if that has been confirmed as of yet, but you do have the option of like bringing in 2 monsters together, blending them and uniting their skills and uniquenesses into one specific monster. Maybe you want a scout type of attack on one monster, or another monster has like a bleeding attack that you want your main one to have. You can swap out those skills as you kind of merge both monsters together to pair up and become one more powerful monster with 2 separate unique attacks that simply were not available before. All of this is going to be helped by the burst ability, a signature attack that pretty much every single monster is going to have. You're going to have one main unique attack that is going to be called a burst attack. So one of their more attacks, whatever that attack ends up being, is going to be more powerful than all the others. At the same time, you can form a party and have unique locations for each one of the party members. You don't necessarily want to have your entire team you pretty much like kind of like randomly sorted. You want to make sure you have your tanks set up in one spot, your soaking monsters that soak in more damage than others, maybe even taunt healers in one certain spot, damage dealers in another. So you certainly want to keep your eyes peeled on making sure that you provide them with the most amount of aptitude to be able to have your team set up as best way as possible. You can have a total up to 4 monsters in your party, a front line of 4, a back line of 4 as well. So definitely making sure that you have them in the proper spots for the most optimal positions is going to be important situation. So that's about all the information that we have right now, once again, regarding Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince, which is set to release onto the Nintendo Switch on December 1st. If you're brand new to my channel though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.